girls, this is Sofia talking from Portugal. Today I'm going to show you the silk technique. And now I'm going to show you how to make, and I'm going to start with creating some tips for you to expose on your salon, for your clients to see, but you can apply these designs on real nails, okay, on your clients. So here I'm putting some acrylic so I can put my pins, and after that I can expose wherever I want. So for the technique we need some acrylic colors, the color powders, and then we're gonna shade it in thin layers, girls. Don't make it too thick because we need thin layers and thin base. If you don't want to make this in acrylic, you don't have to do it, but you can do with gel polish. So the base of the tip or of the nail you can paint with gel polish. Here I'm gonna make some more pretty, so I'm using all acrylic, girls. So we need some colors to make contrast from the base, and we need some acrylic brush. Use what you already use, girls, okay? So now I'm gonna make with some strawberry red the outsides of the petal. So I'll make some roses, and we need the outlines of a rose shape, the rose and the petals. And you have to do it in thin layers. And when it starts to dry, you will see the acrylic will lose its shine, okay, girls? So when it's a little dry, and you have to be attention because if you are in a warmer ambient, the acrylic will dry faster, okay? And now we're gonna press from the inside to the outside, so it stays very, very thin. And in the acrylic, you will notice that you will have the lines of the brush will be marked on the acrylic, and right here it will look like a petal of a rose or of a flower. You can make several flowers or other designs with this technique. And why do we call this the silk technique? Because this is a technique with acrylic that we call also the aquarelle acrylic, because it is so thin, and we use it with a lot of product monomer, and it's like we are painting with aquarelle but with the acrylic powder. And in the end you will notice, and if you stroke it a little bit, you will see that it's a silky texture. It's very, very smooth, very soft. So here in the center we're gonna use the darker color. You can use black, but very careful with black, girls, because it's very, very strong. So I prefer to use some brown or dark red. You can use these colors, or even a dark blue if you are using some blue tones. After this, I'm gonna use the same colors I used in the beginning, and I'm gonna make a second layer of thin petals. So this will be the inside of the flower we are making, okay? Same technique, we apply, let it dry for a little bit, and after that we press it again from the inside to the outside. About the brushes, we can use the number 6, the number 4. For those petals in the inside, I'm gonna use a smaller brush. So I'm using the number 4. And we press all around the contour we are making. Because you have to pay attention while the acrylic is drying, okay? Because if it's not dry and you're gonna press it, it's gonna melt, okay? And you're gonna mix the second layer of petals in the first layer, and then you won't be able to see the difference between the first row of the first row of petals and the second, okay? So after this, I'm gonna apply white acrylic in the contour of the petals, let it dry, the same technique as you make with the colors. And after that, I'm gonna press it from the inside to the outside. And here is very important you don't make this before the acrylic dries a little bit, because if you pressure the white while it's not dry, it's gonna flood the old petal, and we need to see the difference between the white, the dark brown and the rosy tone we put on the flower. And we're gonna make this in all contour of the petals. You must put the white in 1/3 of the petal, okay? If you put too much, you're just gonna blend with the other colors and it won't look nice. See? It's very pretty and it's thin. This is a technique that must be very thin. After this, and this is optional, girls, I'm gonna use some green acrylic powders and I'm gonna make some green leaves. You can make some abstract ornaments too, as you wish. But here, as I'm gonna expose those tips for clients to see, I'm gonna make some pretty leaves to ornament my design. So the technique is the same, girls. You apply the green, or you can make several shades of green in one ball, and after that you can make some textures with a pin, for example, or another tool as you wish, to create here some textures, and you make more movement in your leaves and the design will look so much natural. After we press the green from the inside to the outside, we make the same as we made with the flowers. So I'm gonna apply the white acrylic, let it dry for a little bit, and after that I'm gonna press from the inside to the outside. And in smaller petals I'm gonna use the smaller brush, the number 4. And here I'm gonna make just some thin lines, don't have to be too straight. And then I'm gonna make, look, with the pin, it's like little grasses, some jungle greens, I don't know. It's some textures I like to create a little bit. And this can be after you put the top coat on the nail, because it won't fall off. And you don't need to put, don't put some top coat on the flowers, because you're gonna take away those details that we love the most. So after that we're gonna make some more details on our flowers and on the greens. I'm gonna use the acrylic paint white and I'm gonna mix with some water. And you need to have a runny texture of the paint, okay? Because we don't want to make it too white. It's just to make some thin lines in the contour and from 1/3 of the petal to the outside. And you must have the brush very straight and very light at the same time, because you will need to create some thin lines as you are creating some hair, okay? And after that you can put some points of light on the greens, you can make some thin lines, and you can ornament as you wish. And you don't need to put top coat. After painting with the acrylic paint, girls, because the acrylic will absorb that, okay? This video, if you like it, comment, share. You can subscribe the channel, but share it for as many people as you want, okay? Many thanks for being there watching this video, and I hope you stay tuned for more next videos. Bye bye, girls, have a nice job.